the first to know Nsem-Pii TV.
Mpanifo say asem wo hoyi empeni pa na nipa na eya na epene ho asem Samuel Okudzeto ablakwa ono de kam ye say yengu NPP amanyukuo no anim ase de oye A1 nsem a oka ebi nya no kra ebi ye no kra na ne ode ne namusa ana enye asem kotoa na Samuel Okudzeto ablakwa ekokopie mu ewo TV3 oni Johnnie Hughes ekotwetwe nkomo eno no ede atu edwa se eyade se ukopie mu ewo beach front Michelle Abadi beach a eyade se chairman Freddie Blay ena afi ne ba a ye frɛ no Kwame Blay eyade se one ewo portion wom a eye won edia na ye beka ya Samuel Okudzeto ablakwa ede claims yi ebetu edwa no that time no eno na state capture nsem nso ene na mu a enya asem koto anti Samuel Okudzeto ablakwa de onim se oka no agye ne din champion ata na obi ahu se adwuma ne de ono ena eye ne kese na ye beka a Freddie Blay ede babetu edwa se Samuel Okudzeto ablakwa emra bonten na oma mepacha because asem na oka ne nya de se nukure bia ehom se ye beka kra Oman 14 days se wa ma me pa chewa eyade se obetabiri no e de no akwa akopie mu e wo court na ne jire a ono lawyer a ono na efili Samuel Okudzeto ablakwa information no eyade se ofili no with wrong information enti mwamra bonten na omra me pa chewo Samuel Okudzeto ablakwa e de babetu dwa se enya ade se ono be pa chewo ne no apa chewo etena se Freddie Blay ene ne ba Kwame Blay epa won entebiri no emfa nkonkopie mu court na busuafo Freddie Blay ene ne ba no nso amfa ni agro ameno ka say de won atebiri yewura Samuel Okudzeto ablakwa ede no akwa akopie mu ewo court na afei ena asem no ayede na won ede no kokopie mu ewo court no nsem a eboboba de enye asem kotoa na yenkom osi in two separate lawsuits. Former New Patriotic Party (NPP) chairman Freddie Blay and his son Kwame Blay sued Samuel Okudzeto ablakwa for defamatory publication, forcefully implicating them in the alleged theft of state property in July. While Kwame Blay lawsuit was solely against the Northtown MP, Freddie Blay suit also names Media General and Johnnie Hughes as defendant in the Samuel Okudzeto ablakwa nkwa ena won esiw no mom won esan esiw Media General for Johnnie Hughes because ye canon nsem so a Johnnie Hughes nso eka fa hono na enye asem kotoa afa ye de won ekokopie mu ewo court ne hwehwe Samuel Okudzeto ablakwa ne asevu na ye hu no ye pe Johnnie Hughes nso a ye hu no abusuafo ene enye asem kotoa ye ntoa asem ne so ose Kwame Blay emphasis that he is a distinct individual from his brother Kwao and has no involvement in the activities of the Polo Beach Club or any entity affiliated with it. He categorically stated that he has never dealt with Lord Divorce Jr., who is currently in a legal dispute with one of his brother's business. Kwame claimed that Samuel Okudzeto ablakwa allegation of him stealing state land and being involved in a scheme to cheat Lloyd are entirely false and have significantly damaged his business and reputation. Kwao questioned why a lawmaker would publicly adjudicate a private dispute and cause public dissatisfaction after one of the parties. Freddie Blay alleged that Samuel Okudzeto ablakwa actions were motivated by malice given the proximity to election and were aimed to ruining his hard-earned reputation. Enti Samuel Okudzeto ablakwa enipa na ono ede ne ba beto abonten kra se ono ewo portion ewo Labadi beach front no sa enipa ekra ye ka ne ho asem yi o se ono kra onimu na mum de ma Samuel Okudzeto ablakwa ba abonten a oba begu na anim ase no eye se onu ni nua ketwa ene Samuel ani obi anya asem na Samuel Okudzeto ablakwa yire ene ye lawyer o defend sa ne client no enunti ena okofidi ni with that information no a enya no kra na won so ba abonten ka se nka ombra no omra me patch no me confess na confirm to dia say ampa asem no a oka no enya ade say nokure bi awum nanso enya ade say oba abonten be patch Johnnie Hughes so the same thing media general so say the same thing me no kasa ide Freddie Blade and then ba kwa me Blade at everyone anyone akopie mu e wo court na said ye ne ayenim no say de wo na ukopie mu e wo court aya ne sebo court rate me try sermons na nipa na one ekwa akosebo Samuel Okudzeto ablakwa ne Johnnie Hughes ni nyina ene obekọ yes Samuel Okudzeto ablakwa ni ha ohye hokra no wona ka che nse oni ho sanso ena Johnnie Hughes nso obekọ akopie mu na ka che ohye hokra osoni and this is not the first time Samuel Okudzeto ablakwa eyesa anyoma we yebekai emre bi nso yebeserve no court rate ema Okudzeto ablakwa ebutu rate ne kra to bui se nya ade se ne nsa etimi aka rate no the same thing me no ka say dey Samuel Okudzeto ablakwa say ye hu ne kra ne the rate no ama ne say obi ede wa ba be pie mu court no da bia be kwa na kache ne office ye be kwa ba bi owo bia ne director am say Samuel Okudzeto ablakwa eni ho na afi Johnnie Hughes enso eni ho na Freddie Blade ya to just say you can run obetimi run sa but for sure trim say you can't hide either you like it or not on sabeka rate no aba be pie mu court na sam na wo can the evidence aba be to dane so wantimi nso amfa evidence ma bia ene nenye obi na ekum entwine mu bosi akon ena di ne tiji akyerema
Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa of the NDC, member of parliament for Northern. Na say uto wa no akofa krata bi aba said there is a scandal. Also for moteha ena bra panyin kofa krata aba yes and aban we yakoton ensase parks and gardens for nsase. Mr. I won't comment on any new paper or so-called expose without Ghana media no holding it to account. Said this is the explanation and narrative of Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources Diaba. I say anyama wo see a lease under this government, the history, the leases were done under NDC, former President John Dramani Mahama administration in 2015 and 2016. The honorable thing would have been say opinion beba beka say mena mekaye nanso nyame anim in the face of evidence ebia I was misled enti Ghana for momfa nkyeye na ochina okofa bibi foforo ba yaka say there was good intentions behind it, goodwill. He was only misled. Now the evidence by ye chere says documents or the by na no krebi anim no. Mama no kwaya na moving on, jumping onto other issues. And I am mom ni efra ye say embe responde. Without or no, whoever alleges must prove. Until yet the other superior information ba na contradicting the other beto abontia. The best thing is mobema na apologize publicly. Mobe friend de na to amana kase meka say NPP aban and the Honorable Samuel Abujinapo and the previous lands ministers omaton sasea akwa parks and gardens for asase na momuhwehwemu abachire say and the former President John Dramani Mahama emomulisi sansasi does that hurt also for me better na meka bibi na manofom na ukonya evidence bi echese na meka na enye saa Pepane akumapa me de betina hanti I should be honorable enough to say oh I think say man hwe ni momfa ncheme but this is the contrary information but you've allowed him to move on the media has allowed him to move on from that issue and at the end of the day
on that specific issue what should the media have done
they should have called him back.
After say you remember say the lands ministry had to respond twice. After the initial allegations, the lands minister responded. And he came back, punching holes into the response from the lands minister. And on Namsoma, another response, if a lands minister.
Other response, and they did contradict the fact to say Abanwe didn't sell parks and gardens asasi. It did not contradict that. It did not. Lisi yeba kope. Yelisi in 1920 or 1960 anyway, it does not matter what kind of application that were requested. So what's the expose and it is based on information. You should have had the information from the genesis. Second response, and by money was saying
no.
Was the lands ministry or moboa? Also a monton parks and gardens as I say. So at the end of the day, I won't allow him to move on from such a conversation. Ochina blowing hot air on another issue. Ni afreyaba, and yes, scandal upon scandal. But now, this is a dent on the integrity of the person who wakes up every day and bring a document, send me expose. Because your punchy hole said, no, this thing you didn't investigate, you didn't check the records, and the information here could have been easily accessible.
But based on that, Parks and Gardens, Diana Kwano, would you, based on that, rubbish all the other ones, including the current one?
Response from Ministry of Lands is here. I'm trying to pull it for you. It was not only Parks and Gardens.
Okay.
It was more than one. The list of they did a chronology, step by step.
Oh, so I've read it.
Every allegation.
I've read it. Now, apart from Nsasene Diano, would you rubbish all the other allegations?
Also, he who alleges must prove.
Sure.
Ube allege ne baako ne ese nya nokre. Na on the second issue ese nya nokre. On what basis? Ena wo other allegations media tum. Enti eja wo de wusu amra. Ana we wie mrehia. Enti no. There is something that goes to the credibility of the witness and answer the person who make allegations. Enti uni musa obeba bra properly. But that notwithstanding, I have said it and said it again. And it's a NDC for nya akwenya besom Ghana for. Oma ntimi amputu a single appointee of President John Adjekum for NPP 1 administration behind bars. And it was not because former President Mahama is a father for all, as he's been claiming during his encounter with the media. It is because all the people that they lined up before the courts, they didn't have any evidence. Either it had to do with Ghana at 50. Say, your former minister Asabiyo, and in Nigeria, they couldn't substantiate it. So it is never true. So Mumunya Kwenya to prosecute and they didn't do it because there is a humanizing posturing of a father for all. It is not true. And Obi Biara or what records from some of these developments from 2009 no say what they are saying is not true.
But would you say, sir, as we speak, you don't believe or agree with Obi Obeka said there is corruption in this government?
If you say there is corruption, you have to show cause. On your own, on your head as a citizen of Ghana, obetime the petition akoma CID.
Yes.
Say you say who se boni bi koso a brane beka ananya sa e wasede se Ghana mamba pa. Enti o de koto ho no manhwehwe mu no mo beye. Ne de akogina mranim. Na atemuafo na otemuafo ye konten kura wakobu asem. Na wontimi meka keke enti osofo ene utu hwe ni onyamfo tesel. Na ma bese o se osabi o ye kromfo ye say without any evidence. Yes, enam se wagidi nti Ghana fo mu awfo ansa na ye di wasem. Enye sa na mra ye adwuma wa ha. And then you have responsibility to go and look for evidence for the NDC. Omo allege they should come properly. And amra wo ho emra no so nya o mampeni na do dan kwakufu ado and edam rana no. The judiciary is as independent as they come. As independent as they come. Until at the end of the day no e ho na do asembeko.
As a ministry, meaning say more research department, you more picky intel from the general Ghanaian public. What do you think is the pulse of the nation, Cecilia? Is the nation in the mood, say they want change in the next election? Who feel is our mood no in the country?
I don't feel that pulse. I feel the nation wants improvements in living conditions. They don't want change in political administration as a Yankofa and December.
We are sure.
The reality on the ground does not support that. Edi entina make us also full. Obia NDC in this context. Let me start from somewhere. So far, Nsem-Pii so omususu ya ne se omo pese omo ba besom asmanpanyin ni abedieche ene omo mpo omo abedieche hontoma no ebi ye independent political parties movement for change ne cheda ne nkeka.
Yes.
but when momentum edi omo campaigns nechi. The track record of Ghana political dispensation in the past 2 or 3 decades does not support say another third force be a unity. I don't know if you feel that on the ground. I haven't seen that. Ebi a offer omumu bibana they have a conversation on that. I haven't seen it. Now we are in a situation where we have NPP as a ruling party and NDC as immediate past ruling party. Bringing a candidate why mampeni da, why mampeni abedi echreda, why minister da, why deputy minister da, why the assemblyman da, why member of parliament da, in the person of former President John Dramani Mahama. Wakita Ghana to me assign as mampeni, ewa abra he was one of the most experienced politicians in the country. Positions here amabubo nyina is no mean feat. And the excuse we could have given to other candidates of presidents of being novice no nim no abafofro no nim ne ekoso, that excuse another case cannot be made for the former president. Because he had served in government and politics and had over 30 years experience and sana obey Ghana mampeni. The challenges of the country was known to him. And so enu hu echi no yeda sumu emfie 9. Enu hu echi no there was unemployment krona or trumpet se oba beye no. Until at the end of the day, President nanu ya ode na no be for free SHS ho hu eja Ghana for so gu nichem. It wasn't even NPP for eka say omampeni da we dia yesre ye kan. Asema wo kan ye say you started free SHS na ye ntronya na na ye kan. Me say the public surprisingly even omo minim say they have been worse critics of this government. We're saying say no kraya bakupe. We shouldn't waste time on a debate for who started free SHS. Ghana ni bia wo kan cross nyame enim say President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ene de bai. To say free SHS enye slogan eye policy sikakom wan so omadwane afri hu sesia because omaka man krofo adwen abesi so say eh asema papa yi kan yen no kure ne ye nyina yie say 38 cedi no for the progressive free education and free SHS ya ne ade wo betwam because the implementation of the policy na ene akade ene sika na ekọ enti President Akufo-Addo and all the billions of Ghana cedis ashem etima educating about 5.7 million young Ghanaians on the account of government. Enti unye we ba beke kan no abi na ese ba dia ene em yentena ya ware bone ho sa. Enti that is the posturing. Now one other issue I critical in recent year has to do with job creation and opportunities for the youth. Ne akoso bia aban ni tie na so pamu ye nhehye ye ntoto ye prepare. Enti na nche to ye de every beer 8 and 10 eba bedru 50 no difference na nya as much because now inflation ye 1% and akodru 5% ah e chese ade ana otono $1 no edru $5 say sana na won so de ana e wo 10% ah akodru 50% no e chese ade ana otono 1 cedi no akodru 5 cedi mpacho what you say and cumulatively over percentage increases now we are see afana baby another impact no of international issues like COVID, any freight challenges, cost of container, cost of shipping, delays in supplies eba globally in yamana problems wo enti no yakam obi ate say problem wo na it is not only domestic challenges are at that time Honorable Ken Oforiatta to Ghana for enim ne said the Ghanaian economy no has structural problems no aban we e na atoto niema pa so obe solve ebi ne say ya digitalize the economy ebi ni say abanye timi akote ama se wutie the Honorable Finance Minister or say as many as 13 vehicle manufacturing companies and abetintimu mfidie wo Ghana hase omo assemble wa ha ebi ni interventions are de ba with one district one factory and na woko se hwia kontomra omo rice processing factory woko suhuma ye wo tomato processing factory Lavance, our products were on the market. Ukwa kumfia, your pineapple processing factory. Our mu products, ukwa America, it is on shelves. Ubenya ekuju sato. And to know the structural problems with the Ghanaian economy, no, and no be any digitalization, and no be any industrialization under 1D1F. And no be na maboboso with planting for food and jobs 2.0 ni interventions abine to make sure say bibia the anakwan so ebetimi raise. And the impact is already showing. So we had the recorded growth for the first quarter of 2024, which is at 4.7%. Is the